Good evening, August. It's my pleasure to welcome you once again to my today episode of My Story Life. And this evening, we are discussing on the topic how to unleash our potential, a transformative 1 hour discussion with an expert. In case you are just joining us, this is a moment for inspiration, education, and celebrating winners in our society. Tonight, we have a special guest, a psychologist with over 30 years of professional experience. So, wake up whoever is sleeping to tune in right now. Feel free to ask questions and drop your opinion in the comment box below. We will go through them during the session. Permit me to bring on board our guest for tonight. Good evening, Madam Bola. Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you
How
today?
was your day? It was good. It's been good.
How is the family and how is the weekend?
We thank God we are all doing fine. And how are yours?
We are fine too. It's my pleasure to have you on board this evening.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here too.
Thank you for honoring our invitation. So, to save time, let's go straight to the event. Like I said earlier, tonight we have a very special guest on the show. We have a psychologist with over 30 years of professional experience. So I'm going to turn it over to Madam Bola to please give us a brief introduction about yourself. Our viewers would like to hear from you.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam Biola, for inviting me to this program. It's a great pleasure for me to be here with us. And my name is Bola Thompson. I studied, I started my career, my educational study, studying administration from the Polytechnic Ibadan, from where I moved to the prestigious University of Ibadan, where I studied personnel psychology. From University of Ibadan, I also studied, I have a postgraduate certificate in Gender and Development Studies from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. I also have certificates in Gender and Development Training by Global Human Rights Institute. I'm a member, Counseling Association of Nigeria, and also a fellow, Institute of Professional Manager and Administrator of Nigeria. I also had some certificates in psychosocial support by REPC, South Africa, and also a diamond certificate carrier of PEPFAR. Also, I had some experience in project management and other mental health awareness courses. I currently work as a personnel psychology, a public health counselor, a gender advocate, and a public health practitioner. Thank you so much for having me.
Madam Bola, you want to intimidate me this evening? Rich, wow, that's nice. So the second question is, how long have you been practicing as a psychologist and what inspired you to pursue this career?
Okay, I actually started about 24 years ago. I started about 24 years ago. That was after my master's education in personnel psychology. And what inspired me to actually change before then, I've had a couple of experience working with as administrator with banks, research institute, school, and some other parastatals. But at a stage in my life, I realized that there is something about me. I love counseling people. And people come to me on their own volition, to get counseling on life issues. And I realized that I was doing more of counseling, during my leisure time and the weekend, more than even the job that I was doing. So I decided to go further and seek more knowledge to be able to provide, to have some backing, with the knowledge that I have in counseling. So that is one aspect of it. Another aspect is, I really I have this burning interest in understanding human behavior to also understand why people behave the way they behave. Because sometimes you see people behave somehow. Most of the time we judge people because we don't know the reason why they behave the way they do. So in my quest to really understand human mind and to understand reasons behind people's behavior, these are some of the reasons that make me to go further and say, okay, let me focus on my passion. Thank you.
That's a good one. Recently, we shared a post about imposter syndrome, the feeling of not doing enough or not actualizing one's potential. Some of our viewers probably have not seen the content. So, Madam Bola, tell us about your imposter syndrome and how to overcome it as we pursue our goal. So, can you just talk briefly about what imposter syndrome is and how is it possible for someone to navigate this?
Oh, all right. Thank you so much. Imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern in which individual, continuously doubt their accomplishment. They doubt their potentials. They have these doubts, not having confidence in yourself. It's kind of looking like what people call, um, what do they, I lost the word now, maybe complex kind of, but it's not really inferiority complex. You just don't have that belief in yourself. You keep doubting yourself when it is evidence like this, very clear that you have attained or achieved something and everybody is praising you. Someone that is suffering from imposter syndrome will still not accept that praise as their own. They may, continue to give the praise and the acknowledgement to other people instead of them taking it. So they have this fear, of not really trusting in their own accomplishment. They don't trust, they don't believe in themselves.
Thank you
They
so
give.
much for that beautiful response. So, we are
Thank
now
you.
moving to another segment, understanding therapy. A deep conversation with a psychologist or counselor benefits someone looking to actualize their potential. So, a psychologist and a counselor, can they have any impact on someone to actualize their potential?
All right. Okay. Let's start from what potential means. Potentials, they are like hidden treasures in you. They are concealed, they are covered, they are not open, but they are there. They are treasured. They are abilities, talents, capacity of an individual or a thing, that is hidden, is covered, is concealed. So it takes some effort to bring it out. And as individual, we all strive on daily basis, to exhibit our potentials, to bring out the potentials. So it is now left to individual to run, towards either experts or do personal learning or studies, or maybe looking at people that are, already establish in the areas of that thing that is driving them on daily basis to want to actualize their potentials in order to assist them to be able to bring this potential out. So if they are hidden capabilities, talents, skills of an individual that needs to be discovered, that needs to be tapped. So those are the potentials. So what are the things that we need to do in order to bring out this potential? What makes us to know that we have potential is that hidden thing. There's something in me that is telling me that I am more than this. There's something in me on a daily basis that is telling me that you can do better. So self-awareness is key. And then after self-awareness, knowing yourself and knowing what you can achieve, knowing that you are much more than what you are currently, then it's important for you now to begin to put a plan in place. I'm aware now that I'm more than this. And then I need to set a goal. I need to have a plan in place. I need to work towards that goal. I need to seek help. I need to seek people. I need to seek knowledge of how I will now begin to actualize my potentials.
That is so inspiring. What are some common misconceptions you would like to address? For instance, do I still need counseling or therapy if I am happy and financially successful? If to me, I'm happy, I'm financially
Hmm.
buoyant, I go about my normal day-to-day activities and I'm happy. People see me as an happy person. I also feel I'm happy. Do I still need to seek a professional advice or guidance?
All right. We cannot stop learning. There's an adage that says the day we stop learning is the day we die. So if we really want to have the best in life, we need to keep learning. And one of the ways to keep learning is to go to experts when we want a better life, for growth, for self-development. We need to seek experts to guide us. While I was getting ready for this program, I was talking to myself that, sometimes I ask myself, why are you doing what you are doing? I'm doing it because I want to know more. I'm doing it because I want to learn more. I'm doing this because of where I think I should get to. So this misconception that, once you already have what you want in life, you don't need, experts. You don't need to go to professionals. It's not true. It's not true. We all need professionals. We all need therapy. We all need counseling in everything we do for our personal growth and development. So it's a misconception to believe that we don't need counseling, because you are financially successful. Everything is not about finance. Everything in life is not about money. There are so many areas where we need professionals. There are some people have money, they have everything, but mentally they are not okay. Their well-being, their overall well-being is not yet there. So we need experts. You may have money, you may be going through relationship issues, you may be going through some other life challenges. So in order for us, for our personal growth and our self-development, we need experts. We need to talk to experts. What are some of the reasons also why we need this? What is good? To get to a position in life may be easy, but to maintain it, to sustain it is another problem. Some people, they've acquired wealth, they have so many things, but you need knowledge, you need more knowledge to be able to maintain it. Nobody wants to go down below their current state. We want to go higher and higher every day. And also, we don't know, today is closing, but we don't know the challenge that is waiting for us tomorrow. New days with their new challenges. So when you have a mindset that you don't need to learn again, you are okay. When you meet with new challenges, then how do you cope? So we need to seek more knowledge. And also for our emotional well-being, most times we're alone We are battling with decisions in life. We are battling with so many things, and only you cannot continue to handle it. When you have experts and professionals around us, why don't we tap into those resources and get more knowledge and more support for them? So it's important. We need support. We can't do life alone. We need constant support, and it's important that we seek professional help when we need such support.
Thank you. So, our viewers, if you are just joining us, the topic we are discussing this evening is how to unleash our potential, a transformative 1 hour discussion with an expert in the house, over 30 years of experience. So today, if you think you are successful, if you think you are rich, if you think that you are happy, but deep down inside you, there is that thing that is disturbing you, that is drawing you back, please, guys, don't bottle it in. Let it out. So the essence of this discussion is for you to seek an expert when necessary. That does not mean you are not fit, but you have to
Mm.
admit that mentally you can be sick mentally. You don't have to run mad before you seek the services
Expert.
of a therapist. Yeah. So that takes us to the next question. What are some signs that someone might be displaying to show that that person needs to seek for a professional therapy?
Mm. Um, Thank you. There are so many signs, and I really like this question because some people believe that nothing is wrong with them. Many people believe that nothing is wrong with them. Like you said, what you just said now, that you don't have to wait, until you start exhibiting some, adverse effects of or events or reactions to mental health issues before you seek professional advice. Some people, they will just start feeling sad for no just reason. They will just feel sad. Everything is working. They have money. They have good job. They have children. Their relationship is okay, but they are feeling sad and hopeless constantly without any, clue, without any reason. They can't really bring out the reason why they are feeling sad or hopeless about their situation. Some, for women, we talk about mood swing, especially during our monthly period and, some other season in our lives. But, when you keep having mood swing, that is not related to those periods. And then also some people can not just concentrate, people can't sleep well. Some, they just start, lacking appetite, they can't eat, they don't eat well. Some, they get anxious for no just cause, anxious over everything. They worry over everything. Some, they get irritated. The person that have been giving you, when you have them around you, you feel happy, you like when they talk, all of a sudden you just get irritated with them. When they talk, they don't make sense. And some, they just want to be alone. I was discussing with someone one day, they said, when you dress shabbily. And I said, when you overdress is also a concern. Some people, they overdress. You just see them wearing jewelries, putting on all their fingers, putting like, wearing heels where they're supposed not to. They overdress. And then you will just be wondering, what is wrong? That is how it starts. If nothing is done, what people do normally is that they use those things to cover what they are going through. Either they overdress, some talk too much, some eat too much, some sleep too much, some withdraw, they just withdraw themselves from circulation all of a sudden. They don't mingle with people any longer, they don't associate with people any longer. So these are some of the signs that you begin to see. Some, they cry easily, the person that have been coping very well with life issues before, any little thing, they will burst into, small crying. These are some of the signs that you will see, and you will know that, oh, this person needs, to go for counseling. Just of recent, this last week, that we were having a training on mental health awareness, mental health promotion. And this topic actually came up. And then we were discussing it, and people were saying that, you know, when you begin to see this thing little by little, and you say, oh, you need to see a psychologist. And some people get angry. They will get seriously angry. Do you think I'm running mad? Do you think something is wrong with me? You know, that there are better ways to tell people when you notice some of these signs. Some will start using a substance. They will start drinking. Some will start smoking. All those things they smoke. And when you see it, you may just suggest kindly, maybe we should see a counselor instead of calling them therapists or asking them to see psychologists. Because when they hear that psych, you know, people think of, maybe you are suggesting that I'm running mad. Maybe you are suggesting that something bad is happening to me. But when you begin to see all these signs, you know, when you get angry, some people, they will bite their nails, they will start cutting their nails, bite their fingers. Some may even be thinking of committing suicide. Some have said it. You will see people in their 40s, in their 30s, they will say, oh, maybe death is coming. What kind of death? So when you see people constantly talking about, you know, all this and giving out some signs, you know, some cannot manage their emotion. Little things, they'll just, you know, outburst of anger and emotions. These are some of the signs that we see, and we say, okay, this person, most of the time, it's not that they need medication or anything. What most people need is tender loving care. They need that tender, they need that reassurance. They need someone to pat them and say, you are doing well, don't worry. You are not the only one going through this situation. That's what they need most of the time. But nobody is telling them. We were discussing somewhere, and someone was saying that it's possible for you to go throughout a year without anybody telling you, I love you. And that word goes a long way. Some people don't get that word from anybody. I love you. Either from their spouse, either from their partner, either from their parents, or even from their children. Parents especially. They don't usually hear their children telling them, I love you. So it's very important. Those small words may be something that is, you know, that can trigger some of these reactions that we get from people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. So, our viewers, when last did you tell your spouse, your kids, your friends, your families, I love you? It is necessary, it is key. We need it
Yes.
to keep our mental
Yes.
health balanced. So, Madam Bola, can you share some success stories or examples of how counseling has transformed the lives of your clients? If not two, maybe one.
Okay. I, I will share two. I
Okay.
will share two. I was thinking I will share like three or four, but I will share two. Um, I remember, I won't mention names, but I remember the case of one of my clients that was going through, I can say, catalog of, you know, like a combination of emotional, psychological issues, marital, economical, and so many unfulfilled dreams and goals, so many things combined together. And this person decided to end it all, you know. The first thing we noticed was withdrawal. The person withdrew from every activity completely and decided to be locking herself up in the house. So I got to know, and then we started working. And after a while, the person was able to started coming out of the house, and was gradually, you know, returned to a normal schedule. And as I'm talking today, the person is doing very, very well. This was the person that has packed up life, packed up everything, closed her shop, closed everything, and said, I think it's better I hand it all. The person is back, you know, on her feet, running, helping other people also to stand. And, you know, most times when we talk, she will say, I want also to help as many people as possible to stand on their feet. And anytime I see her, in fact, most of the time she comes around me and she wants to share her experience with people, how she gave up and how she was able to come back, bounce back, and now she's helping other people also to stand. That's one. Another person that I want to share, she's also hearing us. She was having marital challenges, and it was a very serious one that almost took her life. And one very late night, someone brought her to my house around 9:30 in the evening. And that was how we started. And we did so many things that I cannot be saying online. And she was rescued from that relationship. You know, one of the reasons why I want to share this is because most people, the reason why people die in their relationship is because of what will people say. They can't face it. I'm telling you here that separation and divorce is next to death. So people are not ready to face it. People usually are not ready to face it. It's actually very, very, traumatizing to be separated from your marriage or to be divorced, because it's like you are all alone. Nobody wants to associate with you. Your family may even disown you. And if you are not strong enough, that is the reason why many people stay. I want to stay. Let me quickly die here. And then, so they stay there. And she was struggling to stay. She was actually managing to stay. Her case was so serious. She was being stalked. The guy was stalking her. She can't talk. She can't go out. She can't do anything by herself. But she was still staying. The guy beat her. He was doing all manner of, violating her rights. But she was brought that night. Do you know, after all our intervention, she still went back. She went back to the man. And at a stage, we got confused because the man was threatening us that he was, So eventually, we continued. We did not give up because we noticed that if we stop, that girl may eventually die. The way the thing was going. So eventually she when you are counseling people, you don't impose your ideas on them. You need to know what they want. And it is what they want that you must help them. And if at all you know that what they want is not good enough, you need to guide them to be able to know what is right, not imposing your ideas on them. That is what we did not do. But we were guiding her until she was able to come to terms with her situation. And she came, she said, I want to run away for my life. And at that stage, we asked her question. This is, planning safety, planning, ensuring their safety and everything. So who do you think can help you to actualize this? Do you have money to rent apartment and everything? And she mentioned someone. Say, okay, contact the person. And she contacted the person, who happens to be a relative. The person is a relative to the husband, but the person knew what she was passing through. And that was the person that helped rescue her from the situation. She's doing very, very, very well as I'm talking. Her children are doing well. Initially she thought she cannot stand on her own, but by the time she moved out, she discovered her own potentials, the hidden potentials, like we were talking recently. She started thinking, what can I do? And she was doing, all those things that she knew how to do, and she's doing really, really well. So those are just two that I want to share for now. And anytime I see them, it gives me joy because they are doing well. They are not dead. If they are, if they die now, all of us will mourn, and that will be the end of the story. We'll move on. But we were able to rescue them, and they are also helping other people to stand on their feet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. I'm also appreciating one of my viewers, Adebumi. Thank you so much for your response. Please let us know if you are getting value for this discussion. Kindly drop it in the comment section. And if you are also online with us, please feel free to share this video. So, Madam Bola, the next question I want to ask is, what should someone expect during their first session with you?
Okay. Usually, first session is for introduction, is to get to know your clients, and for your client to know you, is for your client to tell you their reason for seeking support, and also for both of you to discuss the goals, your common goals. What do you want to achieve, at the end of the sessions you are having with them? And also to find out from them the kind of help beyond what you can give. Because if the situation at hand requires them to be on medication, to seek legal support, to seek police and other support, we need to determine at that first point of call and let them know that you cannot be the only one, that will handle all those services. You may need to refer them, and you need to let them know at that point that other people may be called in at a point to also be part of this discussion, and let them know if they are happy with it. So if they are happy with it, you can now proceed with the services they are seeking from your end. I think that's about some of the first contacts. That is what may likely happen.
Thank you, Madam Bola, and thank you to our fellow workers online. So if you want to book a therapist or counseling session with Mrs. Dorcas, we urge you to visit our website www.oxdayevent.com and locate shop in the menu bar. Once you locate the shop in the menu bar, you can go ahead and select meet a counselor/therapist. And I can assure you are going to have a wonderful time with Madam Bola. Remember, we need to protect our mental health. You need to be able to function optimally. And for you to be able to do that, your mental health needs to be intact. You should also know that me driving a big car, looking beautiful, wearing jewelry, wearing my human hair does not mean I'm mentally fit. So you also need to look out for those signs that shows that you really need a therapy session. Yes, don't be shy about it. Feel free to meet a therapist and get back your mental health. So that takes us to personal insight. What has been the most rewarding aspect of your career as a therapist?
Thank you so much, Madam Biel. When I was explaining some of the success stories, some of the people that I've assisted, to recover from their situation, um, one of the things that give me joy, one of the rewarding aspects of my career so far is to see my clients standing on their feet, to be able to face life and not just patching life, to really enjoy life. Some just keep patching life and keep, regretting, going around with the mark of the scars, And I wrote a book. I wrote a book recently on how you can carry the pieces, the broken pieces of your life, putting it together and make a beautiful ornament with it, making it look beautiful. So bouncing back, building resilience, being able to stand on your feet, carrying that pain and making profit out of it. My followers know, I always tell them, never waste your pains. Never waste your pains. Any pains that come near me, I must make a profit out of it. If that pains, just like Jesus Christ, if devil knew that Jesus Christ is going to be given a name that is above every other name, maybe he will have changed his mind not to crucify him, not to kill him. The pains that comes our way, we should make profit from it. We should not let that pains keep us on the ground. So when I see my clients bouncing back, also giving back to the society, it gives me a boost of energy. And this is, something that always propels me to want to do more. Thank you.
This is really touching and inspiring. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, how do you continue to grow and stay updated in your field to provide the best care for your clients?
Yeah, thank you so much. I've made it a point of duty to be a continuous learner. I don't stop learning. I don't stop learning. In fact, I'm in the process of enrolling for another course, Masters of Arts in Clinical and Mental Health Counseling. I really want to know that, clinical aspect of it in details, because it's part of it, so that I won't have to be referring for many things. So I keep learning. This year, I think I've acquired like maybe 3 or 4 certificates in counseling and mental health studies. The same thing last year, and some of them, they are online. Some I go in person to be part of the learning. I think this is one of the ways by which we can just keep, improving on ourselves, keep learning, learning best practices, learning from people's experience, sharing, in people's life, in order for you to be able to use it to help other people that are going through a similar situation. Thank you.
Fantastic. Madam Adeomi, in fact, your comment is so touching. Never waste your pain. Yes, viewers, you don't need to waste your pain. When people throw stones at you, when life throws stones at you, gather those stones and use it as a stepping stone. It's
Exactly.
not easy, we know, but you need to build
Not
up that resilience to face life. Nothing good comes easy.
mm-mm.
So don't be intimidated. Safeguard your mental health. You are loved, you are good, and you are more than enough.
Exactly. You are muted. Okay.
All right. So the last question for today is, what advice would you give to someone who feels stuck in their personal or professional life? Either those
Mm.
that are stuck in their various marriages, or some are not even marriages. We have other relationships aside marriage, or on the
Yeah.
job. And
Yeah.
there is no, you are not making any progress, you are just there. So what advice
Mm.
would you give to such one?
Thank you. First of all, I want to tell them seek help. That's number one. Seek help. Two, I want anyone that is stuck in their personal or professional life to know this: no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. You just have to get up and call for help. Get up and call for help. Seek help. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to rescue you. You need to take the first move. You need to show that you need help. Then people will come for you. So you need to identify the source of the problem. Whether you are stuck in relationship, you are stuck in your profession, you are stuck in any area of life, you need to identify what is the problem, what is the source of this problem. So you identify what makes you to be stuck. Is it that I lack required qualification, education, or I lack required skills, or whatever it is? You need to get to the bottom of it. What is it? There's a scripture I love so much. It said, in the days of prosperity, he said, rejoice. But in the days of adversity, consider. In the day of your prosperity, rejoice, celebrate. But in the day of adversity, consider. That consider means sit down and think deep and look, reflect. What is the source? What is the problem? Then when you know the root cause of the reason why you are stuck, then you need to start taking step. Take action. Take step, no matter how little, no matter how small. Start to take that small step towards your goal. If it is education that is hindering you, go for additional studies. You can do it online. You can do it. You can take time off, maybe seek for educational leave. Go for it. If it is skill that you don't have, look for knowledge on how to acquire those skills. If it is character, you have character issues. Some people, is their character. Then you need to seek experts. If it is the way you speak, If it's the way you relate with people, if you don't know how to celebrate people, then you need to seek it. So then another area is that, most of the time, some people, because they are running after everything in life, they just want to become, they want to become, they want to become. They don't even have time for themselves. Self-care. You need to sit down, take care of yourself. Why do I feel like I am stuck? Why do I feel like life is not good to me? Then maybe you need to sit down, pamper yourself, take care of yourself, so that you can reason very well. Because when you don't practice self-care, you will be emotionally and mentally drained. You will have empty tank. And when you are operating with empty tank, definitely empty tank, engine will knock. Your engine will knock one day. So you need to work on yourself, work on your body, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. Acknowledge, what is working in your life. Some people, they don't even celebrate anything. They see themselves as a failure. They don't see anything good. It is not possible for you to be existing without anything good in you. So when you see the good aspect of your life and you celebrate it daily, then you'll be able to see more. God will open your eyes to see more. And then you yourself, you'll be able to, you will see some positivity coming towards you. But if you are negative and you see bad about you, then moving forward may not be easy. So you need to understand, look at those small things that is working, celebrate it, take little step. Before you know it, you are already there, and you are not going to be, stuck as you've been feeling. Thank you.
Yeah. We need to work on our mindset. If you can
Yes.
think it, anything you can think of, you can achieve it.
Can
You need to be positive, carrying out your day-to-day activities. You need to love yourself. Learn to make out time to exercise. Eat well. Tell yourself you matter. Tell
Exactly.
yourself you are able. Tell yourself you are loved. Appreciate yourself.
Yes.
If nobody is appreciating you, learn to appreciate yourself. That effort needs to start with you as a person. So, August,
Mm.
it's been an amazing time out with Madam Bola. We have really enjoyed this session. I was not disappointed. In fact, I'm happy, and I'm using this avenue to say a big thank you for honoring our call and appearing on the show. So if you want to book a therapy session with Madam Bola, kindly visit our website, like I said earlier, www.oxdayevent.com, and locate shop in the menu bar, then select meet a counselor and a therapist. You need it. You need your mental health to be balanced. You need to optimize your goal. You just don't have to be stagnant. No, this year we no go gree for anybody. Work on yourself.
You know,
Attain, set goals and attain it. Feel good about yourself. Explore. Don't just come to the world to live. Also have fun. It's necessary. So this evening we were able to have a thorough understanding on how we can unleash our potential, and we've had an amazing, educative and informational discussion with Madam Bola. So we look forward to your orders coming in. Thank you so much, Madam, and have a wonderful evening.
thank
Thanks for
you
coming.
so much
So
for having. Thank you.
thank you. So if you are just joining us and you have a comment, you have a question, kindly feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I can assure you we are going to get back to you. So for all our viewers, we appreciate you, we love you, you matter. Feel free to share the video, please. Okay, I have some. Wow, Madam Bola, there is a lot of
Yes.
um there is one, Madam Bola Oriowo. This is very helpful topic. Well done, ma. Yes, well
You're
done. We
welcome.
appreciate you. Then we also
Thank
encourage our viewers to please share the video. Then there is something about crack but not broken. Is that the book? That's your
That's the
book,
book.
right?
That's the book
Okay,
I was.
okay. All right. Okay. We are going to promote this book too because everybody is going to benefit Once you are cracked, that does not mean the life is over.
It's not.
No. Once you fall, put in effort and continue the race. Then, okay, somebody also said, I love you as always. Yes, we love Madam Bola. She's always delivering. She's top
Thank,
notch. She knows her onions, and that is
thank,
why we invited her over. Then
thank you.
somebody said, never waste your pain. Make a
Mm,
profit out of your pain. Yes. When life throws you lemon, please
make
turn
lemon.
it into lemonade. Yeah, yeah, make lemonade. And when life throws you stones, use
Mm,
those stones as your stepping stone. Somebody also said self-improvement is key. Yes, the fact that you are a graduate does not mean that is the end of the world. You can also
mhm.
engage in further education online, seek help, improve in your character. Yes, and that is why your association also plays an important role. Select your associate, it matters a lot. Yes,
Yeah.
and learn to build your character. Learn to celebrate people. Celebrate
Mm,
yourself. Wake up your friends. Share and share. And don't forget to go on our website and make that booking now. You need to be mentally alert before you can maximize your potential. So, our viewers, we will have a special broadcast on Monday, July 1st, where we will be discussing the topic from student to scholar. So, we are also bringing a fantastic professor on board from, don't let me let out the cat out of the bag. Just, just save the date. Also, stay tuned and invite your family and friends, especially those who are schooling, to join this program. Remember, every augur is a winner, including Madam Bola. All of us, we are winners. We are winners.
yes.
We
Yeah.
matter. Yes, yes, we are winners. So every winner is also a hugger. So thank
Okay.
you so much for making out time to join this session today. So we are going to call it a day this evening, and we'll see you same time, same time, 8 p.m. next week with another person on the call. So have a wonderful evening and remain blessed.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.